everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Okay, we're picking up where we left off again. So I've been pulling some things together to do a few more tags for in here. I don't think anything was in this signature, so I'm going to move that over this way. Move that way. We're in the other signature now, the one that I did do the stenciling in. So the first thing I want to do is this simple part, kind of simple part. Yeah. I'm going to put this in here, and we can either leave this blue side folded out or this purple side folded out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But what I want to do is I want to back it with some coffee dyed paper. So I'm going to reach up here and I am going to pull out way more than I need. Okay, let me see if I can get a flattish one. Oops. See, I've used it on and off for things. Let's go with this one, I think. Okay. All right, kind of put these back up in the, I have a little folder up here, but I'll just lay them on top of that. Okay, and the reason why I want to do this part first is I'm going to glue it down, and I can't really fold it until, whoops, this is sliding. I can't really fold it until it's dry. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And then put it to the side to dry, and then we'll come back after we work on the other pieces and just kind of fold that up. I'm not sure, I didn't pull out anything to go on the front of it, so I may or may not. I'll have to see what I think when I get there. So, and I didn't ink I didn't ink the edges of this. I didn't think about that, so I want to try to do this glue as quickly as I can and get this part done. So I know there was something else that I was going to tell you about. It was, let me roll up these sleeves because I'm in my ratty sweater. I don't know what it is about the end of the day here, but I've mentioned before, I think that it's always so cold here in my basement in the summer. It should be hot, you know, it should be kind of warm anyway. But we have one air conditioning vent, which happens to be on this side of the basement where I am. But I close it, you know, it's got those flappy things on it, whatever that you could call them, louvers or something. And I close it. Now, a little bit of air gets out, but not that much. But for some reason, this basement just gets absolutely freezing. In the winter, I open the vent and the heat comes out, and I keep the door closed between here, my side of the basement, and the side of the basement where the washer and dryer is. And right now, my brother-in-law is doing his laundry, so you may be hearing his laundry going in the background. I finished mine, yay. And always an accomplishment, you know. And so anyway, so I close the door in the winter time and I open the vent, and it keeps this side of the basement really nice. I might have my sweater on once in a while, but usually I'll get a little warm and I'll take it off, and it's really nice. You'd think in the winter it'd be really cold in here. And but in the summer, my husband the other day, last week, he tried to readjust the venting. He turned something, I don't understand this stuff, but he turned something, and he said, how's the basement? I said, cold. Still cold, like colder than it was before. And the funny thing is whatever he did turned off the vents to the bedrooms on the top floor. So it had been really, really, really hot and stuffy. You came up, my stairs go up this way, and then you go up to the hallway that way. And wow, I'll tell you, I'm going to do this like right in the middle, because I'm going to try to stay away from these ridges on the end, these ruffly parts. I do want it straight though, if I can help it, just because of the grain of the paper. So, but anyway, so you come up the stairs, and It's like having an oven door open in your face. It's like, oh my gosh. So he played with them a couple of days ago now, I guess. And he said, you know, how is it upstairs? I said, well, it's cooler than it was. That's for sure. It's still warmer than the rest of the house, but, you know, top floor it's going to be. And I said, but, you know, it's definitely bearable. It's definitely comfortable. I can deal with that. And he goes, how's the basement? I said, freezing. It's still freezing. No matter what we do, it's still freezing. So I'm like, so I wear this sweater, honestly. I showed it on a video once before. You think the holes were big then, you should see them now. They're like this. My husband's like, please get a new sweater. I said, I don't go outside in this. So I only really wear it down here in the basement. I said, but it's like wearing nothing. It's so well worn, literally. And I don't even like feel it on me, you know. It's just so comfortable. It's just so nice and warm. And I still got these ripples. But that's okay. That's okay, because if they're still not together, I'll just go around the edges with the glue again. I'm just going to try to press it out as much as I can. Get out as many of these wrinkles as possible. Make it as flush as possible with the paper, you know, so it's good tight seal. All right, I'm going to put this to the side now. Put it up here. And I'm going to let that dry while we work on some other things. So, and that, oh no! Hang on a minute, guys. This is really important. I just dropped my fussy cut pan into the garbage. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta get my butterflies and my bees and the flowers. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, come here, come here, come here. Oh, well. Come on, don't disappear on me. Okay, 2 other butterflies here. Okay. I think I grabbed everything. Thank God these things were on the top. It kept them in mostly. Look at all of that stuff that would have been lost. All right. Now I have my other card down here. All right. Let's put that over there. My goodness, that would have been a catastrophe. Okay, so we're gonna go back. This is the front page here, and this is going to be going into this pocket, okay? So what I started to do was, I just clipped some things together that I thought I would want to do. I already backed this with card, though. I inked the one side, but I didn't ink the other. So let me do that while I'm thinking of it, because I always forget. And then I go back, and I'm pretty much betting that there isn't one journal that I have sent out in my life of, you know, well, in my time of making journals, or about, I don't know, 3.5 years now, that I'll guarantee you that something wasn't inked that was supposed to be inked. And I probably saw it and said, I'll get it later, and then I never do. So I'm going to cover this up because I have a bad habit of laying things on my ink pad. All right. So this was my thought here. I'm going to put, I made this into a card. This is from the Sage and Willow, and this is just dark green cardstock. And I backed this. I think this may also be from the Sage and Willow. I think, I'm not sure. And I backed that. So I'm gonna put this on, but I'm gonna put it on off center. But I'm gonna make this a pocket, okay, side pocket. I'm gonna just glue it here. Then we're gonna make a card out of this that's gonna slide in. And I'm gonna do this, and now I'm gonna do this with this. As much as possible, I have a ton of art glitter glue, which I used to use a lot of, but now I can't ever be sure where I'm putting the pieces I'm laying down, like the pockets or, you know, whatever. And so I need the flexibility that the 3-in-1 gives me. So I just use that. Okay, there we go. And since I want the word dictionary to show, going to put it down here a little lower. I'm not centering it this way is what I'm saying. Okay. All right, we have that. And we're going to let that sit and dry while we work on the rest of the card. And that shifted a little bit. Okay. Oops, shifted too much that way now. Goodness, goodness. All right, there we go. There we are. Get some of that glue off up there where it oozes out. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna cover this up for a quick second. No, not really. I'm gonna be using it in a second. I'm just gonna ink the edges of this before I get it on the card. Okay. So what I started to tell you before, besides the air conditioning and my ratty sweater, my niece who is pregnant and she's due in August, they had the baby shower for her. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend. I wish I could have, but it was just a little too tight for me to get away. We were having an event here at the end of June, and there was a lot of preparation to be done. So, and it would have been the weekend right before it started, and unfortunately, I just could not get away for it. That being said, they took lots of pictures for me and sent me pictures, but it was really it looked like it was a very nice, I don't know why this seems crooked. Probably not this, it was probably this that's crooked, but I'll try the other side. However it is, I will trim it if necessary. But my sister had a really nice idea, and when she sent out the invitations, which I should have, it's actually, the invitation is up in my room, but she had made the invitations, of course she did, and she made them little lavender dress shapes, and she did the parchment craft over the top with the vellum, like a little pinafore sort of, but like an overlay on the lavender dress. Really cute. And she did the invitation, but she included in it, and my niece likes foxes, so she made these little cards, and they had foxes and flowers on them, and my sister made them, and they were, I'm trying to remember exactly what she said it was, and I think it was I can't remember what she called it now exactly. I didn't take a picture of it. I should have, but I didn't. And but it was like, you know, not lessons for Lucy, but, you know, hope for Lucy, or wishes for Lucy, I think it might have been. And on it, and so she made these cards like this, and they were really pretty, and on it, you know, she had the thing Lucy Marie on top, and then she had something and then a line. So it would say, I hope you laugh, and a line. I hope you know, learn, and then a line. And everybody got one, and you had to fill in what you hoped for Lucy, what you wished for her. And then my brother-in-law made a box with a sliding lid on it, and my sister wood burned on the top of it, a little bit of a design, and she wrote wishes for Lucy on top of that. So it was really pretty. And they sent me one of the pictures, and I texted my sister back, and I said, is Chelsea crying? And she said, oh, she was reading the card. She was reading the, you know, the wishes for Lucy cards. And I'm like, that's not fair to make a pregnant lady cry. We cry enough when we're pregnant, right? We don't need any help to cry. So, but it was a really nice idea that even if you couldn't attend, you got a card and were asked to please complete it and send it back so that Lucy would have well wishes from everybody that she can always look back on for her whole life. So I thought that was a very, very thoughtful thing to do. So it was really good. It was really nice. Of course, I cried while I was trying to write mine. Of course I did. And because that's just me. So, all right. So let's get this one done on the back here. And I'll wipe away the little bits and pieces. I hope I've been in screen all this time. I do have a tendency to work close to me. Okay, I'm going to, I want to know where I'm going to put that on. Okay. I don't want to, well, I can. Why can't I? Sure, why can't I? I can overlap the tab. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to, let me grab a piece of scrap something somewhere. Okay, that'll do. That will do. What I'm gonna do on here, I'm gonna do this one in greens, like I did the other one in the two kind of orangey colors. I'm going to do a light green and a dark green. So light in the middle. We're doing bundled sage here. Okay. Get that in there. Okay. So if you have these just, you know, plain white or plain cream colored, and you don't want to leave them, particularly the white ones, you don't want to leave them just, you know, white. This is something you can do. You can stamp on them, you know, put some script or something over them, ink them or not, you know, however you might want to, you know, try to do that. You could do that. All right, let me get, that's the dark one. Let me get that out. That is Rustic Wilderness. Okay, and I don't know how much might be left in this brush. So, go around this way. Okay. And then I'm just, there we go, like so. With the brush. And I suppose you could do this with the, you know, with the daubery thing as well. This is a very juicy pad. So where I'm going heavy, I'm gonna have to go back over my lighter spots and make them a little heavier, I think. Okay. And then let's smooth that out a little bit. Okay. And I'm not worried about these scraps. I still can use them for pockets and things. They get covered. You don't even know that there's ink on them anywhere. So they serve a dual purpose. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So we've got the two greens. We put that back there and put this back here. Oh, actually it's okay because I have to ink the top edge. So let's line that up. Get this back. There should be enough. Or not. Okay. Okay. So we'll go ahead. Oh, probably holding it too close to me again. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So we got one with the shades of green on it. Okay. And let's go ahead, put that, whoops, let me get this back up in here. Let's put you over there. And let's get our glue on here. Now, I used to glue the whole thing and then put the tab down, and 9 times out of 10 I'd have it in the wrong place, or crooked or something. So now all I do is I just go across the bottom part of one side and I put it where I think I want it. Okay, maybe a little lower. All right, then make sure that's the same. Yep. Then what I do, I use it the 3-in-1 to put it down first. Okay, and then if I can find it, I hold that in place and I put my what do you call it? Art glitter glue. That's what you call it. I put that on like that. This part here and this part here, or you could just put over the whole flap, either way. And then I just press that down. And I am usually in the correct place. All right, I didn't put that all the way in, but that's okay. All right. So that's that part, okay? And then that'll go in here. Hopefully I've got it the right size. I actually don't mind it hanging out a little bit like that. I think that I like that border. It can go in further, but I like it like that. Okay. So now what I want to do is just put a little decoration on here. It goes this way, okay? And I don't mind. Do I want to? I know his little antenna's bent. Okay. I don't know, maybe I want to, oh yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put that there. I'm trying to keep my eye on the spot here, which is not going to be easy because I got to put glue on the piece of paper. So we'll do that. Okay, just leave that on its side. It goes this way and right about there. Now let's make sure it is level-ish. There we go. Yeah, I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, used to be able to hang a picture level, no problem. Now I hang them level and I walk away from them and look back and I'm like, oh no, everything goes up on the right now. So I have to remember that when I'm hanging things, to make sure I walk away and have a good look, because honestly, they all tip up. Left side is down and the right side's up. It's like, holy cow. Okay, I think this is what I was thinking, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was worried about, you know, the tab and stuff, and I was like, well, you know, why can't I go over the tab? I can go over the tab. There's no rule that says I can't. So there we go. So that's probably making a very loud sound there. I might end up putting like an eyelid or something and maybe hang something off of here. I'm not sure what, but okay, so that's gonna go there like that. Okay, try to keep it even. And then this one is going to go in here like that. So that's that page done. Okay, now we're gonna work on this one, which was here, okay? Yeah, so we're working on this one. So I already pre-cut the pieces, but I didn't glue it onto the card. So let me get these things out of the way, put them in my drawer here. What I do have to do again, is I'm gonna grab a piece of this. Now, I thought there was a piece that was small already, which I had cut something from, and that will work nicely. Because what I wanna do with this is make this a little bit of a flap, and I should have done that as well. So I'm gonna move this over here, but I'm gonna glue this down after I glue this. And we may bounce back and forth between these because the other one may be dry enough now for me to work on it. So that is what I will do. I'll put this to the side to dry and show you what I'm going to do with that one. But we'll go back to the other one. We'll cut that down and fold it and see how it fits in the other pocket while we're waiting on this. Though this will be a little bit easier than the other one. Doesn't matter if it's a little damp. The other one would. So, okay. All right, so I'm gonna take this, just gonna line it right up here with the edge of the paper. Again, I'm not worried about, I've been hanging on to this stuff for three years. I think I'm good. Oh, no, I'm not good. Hang on. Let me do it this way. You'll see why in a minute. Why it has to go that way. Okay. That is right side up, right? Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you how many times I've put things in upside down. And sometimes they had to stay that way. Because there was no undoing them. So, all right, press down with my very soft fingernails. Seal the edges of this paper. And I do want the glue off. So that doesn't matter, but here, okay. Okay, we're gonna put that to the side. We're gonna go ahead and glue this down, and I'm gonna glue it over here because there's these little speckles on these papers. I'm not sure why. And I guess it's just in the paper, but nonetheless. Okay. Now what was this? Why do I have this? I don't remember. I think I was gonna maybe put a tab on top. I don't know if I'll put a tab. I haven't been using any ribbon, so I don't know, maybe I'll do a little ribbon. I may go back and put some ribbon in some other places too. I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna move up a little bit because I think I'm too close to myself again. Probably. I try to get like right to about here anyway. So I can kind of gauge where I am, but sometimes I just don't pay attention, and I you know, pull it closer and closer to me, and then I don't realize that I'm out of frame. So I need to be a little more aware of that. Okay. Now this paper is upside down, not that that matters, but this paper is the larger, well, let me get this done first. It is the larger version of what she has on this pocket here. Okay, so this is like shrunken down, and then this is you know, the larger size. So, and I do like doing that. I like shrinking some of the pages down so that I can use them for tags, and on the background page is the larger piece, and then the tags are made out of or at least the backgrounds of them are made of the same paper, just a smaller size. You know, it's scaled down, and I like that. I like how that looks. So, all right, we're gonna put this to the side as well. We're gonna come back to this, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and cut this out, and I'm gonna try to do it by hand, which, since I don't have the ink edge, may be a little tricky for me, but I will do my best to stay as straight as possible. Okay, get rid of that. Definitely need to empty my garbage. It is just inches from the top, and it's a pretty decent sized can. So it's probably about, maybe about 2 feet high. So it takes me a while to fill it up, but nonetheless. Okay. So my husband did make his steaks tonight. He went to the butcher, a local butcher, and he got them fresh cut because he does love his red meat, and I don't. So I had a little bit of steak, and I had a gigantic salad. And he and my brother-in-law were just the opposite. They put their salad in a bowl because the steak took up the whole plate. My steak took up a portion because I only cut pieces out of it. Because I don't like eating a whole lot of the red meat. It's not that I don't like the way it tastes, but honestly, the older I get, the more I think I'm going to become a vegetarian, honestly. But I said to him tonight, I said, you know, if somebody asked, do you want, you can have one or the other, steak or salad, you'd be like, steak, of course. And if they asked me, I'd be like, salad, of course. So, but anyway, now this has got rounded corners on the design, so we will be rounding the corners. All right, now all I'm gonna do to, if I can find it here, here we go. All I'm gonna do, I could take my scoreboard down, but honestly, even my little one, I have like no room here. So I'm just going to line up a ruler, take my bone folder, and I'm just gonna score it by doing that. Okay. Now I'm gonna trust that these fit because I have not tried to fold anything from the kit like this yet. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be one of them. Well, they'll be narrow enough anyway. All right. So this is where we have the issue with the paper. Okay. So I'm going to try to get on that score line. The paper still is a little soft from the glue. So I'm working this carefully. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay, doesn't look bad inside at all. All right, let's get the next one. Try to get that on the score line. It might have been a better idea to bring down the scoreboard only because I was going through, excuse me, both of the thicknesses on this. It's going to go over a little bit more. There we go. All right. Hold that in place. Give that a good pressing. Okay. So that looks nice. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it. Wow, I like that, but it's too big. It's a nice blue. I don't know. This one is really too green. What's this one? It's got blue on it. Oh, my stomach's, oh, that looks pretty. It's considerably smaller. My stomach's growling now that I ate all that salad. I might do that. I really do like the blue side. I like this as well, but I don't know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna cover up my glue. I'm gonna round these corners. I find my corner rounder. Here we go. I think I'm going to do them on 10s. No, I'm going to do them on, I'll do them on 7s. I just have to be really, really careful because on this fold here, because it's really thick. There we go. Now the rest of it, Okay. Let me go on the other side here. 7. Here we go. Okay. I really have to jam it in there. Yeah, that one wasn't quite right. Let me see if I can get it all the way. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Make sure nothing's stuck in there. Okay. And get this one. This is a tighty. This one is tight. Doesn't want to go in. But you know what I can do with this one? I'll just do the 2. And then I'll do this one because this side opens. Okay, and there we have that. That is very good. Okay, let me clean up my mess. Okay, and let's get these inked on the inside. Okay, and I do have to ink those little cutouts on the outside as well, over here. Okay, the paper is all inked already. I'm off camera again, honestly. I think I'd remember. The whole purpose of me sitting here talking is because I'm on camera with you guys. Okay, go ahead here. All right, there. Go down the side there. I still have to do the other 2 sides inside. And again, I don't generally ink here. You can and just write in columns, or you can choose to write straight across. And if you write straight across, and I have to reglue that. And I have these lines here, it kind of gets in the way. So I don't do those kinds of lines. I don't ink those kinds of lines. So just go ahead and ink first, and then I'll glue that little spot. Okay. Get rid of the little whips of things there. And I might go back and put a little some decoration inside. I don't know. But this is going to go in this pocket right here. Okay? And I'm thinking maybe I'll put this butterfly on it. I don't know. I kind of like it. I've got a butterfly down here. I'll think about that. I'll just kind of, I don't know. I'll stick it in here. When I open it up, I'll figure it out. All right, so now we're going to go back to this last one. Let's see my time. Oh, okay, good. And this will be a short one, not that. Okay, let's get this one cut out. I'm focusing. Okay. If you hear the creaky door, it's my brother-in-law coming downstairs to check on his laundry. I swear my basement door sounds like a haunted house. So, okay. So let's do the back of this one. That's the other door. That goes between my craft area and the laundry room. On the basement-y basement side where all the storage and stuff is. So, or most of it anyway. So, okay, we have that. A little bit of glue stuck down here, I can feel it. Okay, that's better. All right, now let's go to this one. Now this one, I am going to get this over here. We're going to do it this way. gonna go ahead and put this in here. Gonna line this up with the edge of my card. Since I can't really see the edge, I'm trying to get it as close as possible. Not close enough. And I do want to do it here. You know what, let me get the other. Okay, actually, let me get this one up here. Yeah, it's this one. It's kind of long for the desk, but, well, it's not really, but when my desk is full of stuff. All right, I'm using this one because this one has a wire that I can line it up right with the edge of the paper, and I know it's right. So, okay, so that's that part. Okay, then we'll line this edge up. I'll need to do inking again. That's all right. Okay, I think that should be okay. All right, take these and put them in my scrap bin over there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this back on itself here. Try to get it even as I can. Okay, looks like I might have to trim the edges because I don't have it matching well enough. Line that up. Okay. And let me just check this from the back. It's all right the way it is, I think. Might be a little like not lined up, but you're not going to notice it, and I will show you why. Let me put this away. Okay, let's go ahead and ink the inside of this as well. Okay, hopefully you're seeing me. Okay, get these edges. Okay, let's put that to the side. We're going to bring this over here, and this is going to glue down. That's all right, that doesn't bother me. This is going to glue down on here, okay, like that. So when you open it, you'll have the extra writing spot, plus the back. Oh, wrong side. That would not have been good. That would have not been good. Okay. Now on here, I think what I'd like to do is pull out one of my little fairies. Okay, let's just get a goodly amount of glue on here, as my mother would say, a goodly amount. I guess that means glue it until you think you're satisfied. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep that closed. I'm gonna put it down a little bit again, and a little over. Maybe even down a little more. Even more, come on, okay. And I'll show you why that in a second. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and seal this down. It's a good thing I don't manicure my nails. Huh? These are working hands. They were never pretty. Never pretty. All right, now what I want to do is come over here. I'm on the wrong end. Okay. And Which end? You're not supposed to be here. And you're supposed to be there. Here they are. I'm not sure why you guys are in there. All right, I am going to see if I can find a little fairy that looks to be sitting that will fit right there. What do I think? Let's see what else I have. That one won't work, facing the wrong way. Some of them I haven't cut out yet. This one's facing, no, she's not facing, she could be used, but she's a little too wide. About that one. Trying to find one that, nope, that won't work either. My. Most of them tend to be standing. What's this one? Well, she's tiny. I might be able to use her. Right? You could put her right there. And then she'll look like she's sitting there. Okay, we'll use her. We'll use her. All right, let's get this back over here. Now it's all sliding down. And this one I'm gonna have to, well, I'll give it a try. There's tiny little spots on here, so. Again, I may come back and put something else on them. I don't know. Never know with me. Like I said, I can't ever promise that anything is done until I've done the flip through. The flip through sort of like, you know, my way of saying, okay, you're done now. You have no choice. You have to be done. You have to be done. All right, so she's gonna sit up there, this little fairy at the top of the card. Almost can't see her, right? Bent my tulip. All right, I think she's gonna need a little more glue on her feet, so, because I think I pulled it off. So we'll do it with the art glitter, because she's already where she needs to be. Okay. Just put that down, and there's that. Okay, so you'll have this tag with the little fairy up in the top corner. I still may put a tab on it, but that's gonna go in this pocket right there. So that is that one done. So today what we've done then is this pocket here, I mean this tag here with this pull-out tag, okay, that goes into the pocket like that. Try to keep it even. And then we did this one, which will fold open, so you have room to write in here. Okay, and that one goes back in here like this, trying to miss the tabs that fold under. And then we have this one that opens out, and I may put that butterfly on it. But I'm thinking I want to put something else behind it, but I don't know what. You know, something like that or something. Something like that. That might actually look nice. And then I may put some flowers around it. How much time do I have here? I got a few minutes. Why don't we try that? Okay, this is what we'll do. That fairy in there. All right, I'm gonna go to these flowers. Okay, let's see, what do I have? No. No. I'm like, no. You know, I think I like that because it's picking up this. All right, let's do that. Let's get this one inked. Okay. I may be a little off screen. My apologies again. But we're going to try to get this done. I'm just going to go around these edges. Now this was done on a tan, or not tan, but a cream paper, so the edges aren't really white, but I'm still going to tone them down. And okay, I really do like this blue. I do. All right, so I want to put it up where I'm sure I'll have enough room for the flowers. You know, I don't want the flowers to go down too far, be hidden in the pocket. Whoops. Okay. There we go. All right, let's get it right side up, and we'll put it here. That will be high enough. Let me make sure it is equally spaced and straight. It does appear so. All right, let's just move that over. Now we're going to take the flowers and put them on. Okay. Ah. Okay. All right, we'll put those right there. I think that looks pretty. I'm thinking about a single one at the top, but I want to get the butterfly on first. So let me put him on. Yeah, okay. Okay. There we go. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me here today and helping me with these pockets and tags and getting this done. I am overdue, as I so often am on things. Okay, make sure he's straight. Okay, that's good. So it's really fun having you guys along with me, having you come by and sit with me and craft with me maybe. And all right, let's see, how about that one up here? Yeah, okay, sold. Do a little edging on it, not too much. Any little white bits, we don't want them there. We can help that. And that'll go here. I don't think I've used these roses in here yet. And I really don't want to use a lot of them because I want more wildflowers, meadowy looking things, but this I just didn't have anything better to complete that, and I kind of like it. I'll get that. This one I didn't get enough on. Okay, good. All right, and we'll put that back in the pocket and we'll have a look-see at how that looks in there. I like it. And you can still see the stenciling around it. So, okay, so that's it for tonight, guys. Not sure when this one's going to be up, but sometime within this same week, you'll see all three of these together. So that's it for tonight. So in the meantime, be happy, be safe, and be blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.